All right, let's go.
Motion, motion, motion.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 75 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And the return man, Chris Moore. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Number 10 on the return.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
We got three down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to flare up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch left. He's tight right there.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
He's tight on the right.
On 2nd down, Collins. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
And they'll let the fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Nowhere, baby, nowhere. Let's go. Way to go, D.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Steps away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Three down.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Hey, we got tight right. 3 down.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
The Ravens will be kicking off. Number 88.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half 3-0 New England, Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, a third team to win the year after losing a Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever. On second down, it's Bell. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
AB.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end.
Focus, focus.
3 down. 3 down.
Set. Blue 30.
Jam him.
Blue 30.
Jam.
Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And it's brought in by Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Set. Blue 30.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 3 down. Check. Crunch.
King.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Set. White 80.
Hey, we got 3 down. 3 down.
Kings.
Hey, check 24.
77.
Slam.
Second and 10, it's Roethlisberger once more. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Here we go.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Odd. 3 down. Odd.
Snickers. 66.
41 Mike.
Blue 30.
Ben to throw again. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Set. Black 30.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Double.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Snickers.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
We got 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you get the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now. Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt, and so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from the 1.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Good job, guys. Set. Blue 30.
Down, stand up in. Check 26, check 26.
22, 44.
Check 3, check 3.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Check,
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers.
Crash.
Antonio Brown from a yard out. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point now by Boswell. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy. And, of course, when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
Now. 3-19.
On second down, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Strong right.
Set. Green 39.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson flush to his right. And the ball is knocked out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A gritty play there, put his nose down and got his guys a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got 8.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Over the middle here to Brown. John Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40. Got a second here to assess Pittsburgh's last season as their offense comes onto the field. You know, for most of the folks that are fans of the Steel City, they're probably saying, wow, this was tough. But, hey, they were 9-6-1. The thing is, expectations there are playoffs every year.
You're right, and to show that, they haven't been under 500 since 2003. It's a very consistent franchise. But remember how the season began. Le'Veon Bell, once again holding out. They expected him to show up and play. That didn't happen. Then at the end of the year, Antonio Brown, Ben Roethlisberger. What's going to happen there? So they bookended their season with controversies. In the middle, did not play up to their standards. I still thought they were going to win the AFC North. Turned out Baltimore nosed them out. They've got to do some retooling in the offseason.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty is Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. Numbers-wise, another great season for Brown. Over 100 catches, nearly 1,300 yards, 15 touchdowns. But, yes, there was some late-season drama, was there not?
There was, and that has the Steelers, it sounds like, listening to trade offers in the offseason. Front office saying they're not going to release him, but, quote, all options are on the table, which is not something you normally hear with your number one receiver. And those kind of numbers, remember, they're amassed despite double and triple coverage on just about every snap.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Kings. Set. Blue 30. Twist. 4 down. Takes both of them.
Check 25.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted.
They're coming.
Picked off down at the 2. And a very good return as he takes this all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Gun!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Space to run past the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 30. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football. but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
57's a monster.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And an alley to run. Now bid hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. More now to return. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Tight ends left.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on second down. Steps away to his left. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Finding some room at midfield. The 40, past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery, 65 yards, and the Ravens have broken the tie. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a play fake here on first down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
We got three. Three down.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first, they go right back to Collins. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Tight end right. We got
On second down, Montgomery. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And able to find John Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
Strong left. Strong left. Strong left. 3 down. 3 down.
Here's a first down run with Collins. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Two tights. 3 down.
Now Jackson looking to throw on second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long, buying time to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board. That won't beat us.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out come the Steelers. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Tight right.
Set. Block 80. 50.
3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Go.
Check. I got him.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Focus. Like I said.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Monday.
Record. Check.
Like I said.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And some room to work. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Snickers, you got to spin. Monday.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
There's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches, holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
They had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter.
Here we go.
Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set. Black 30.
Hey, check.
Kings.
Shift.
Wait, sir.
The mic.
Black, black.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger.
You ain't got nothing.
And this one's incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Set. Blue 30.
Switch.
Black, what's that? Black, what's that?
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Odd.
Set. Black 80. Takes both of them.
Switch.
These two.
Check three.
Wait, set.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Boswell for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And now here come the Ravens. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And
There goes Alex Collins. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, 75 yards, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
41. Bring it.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Jack 16. Set. White 80.
Three down.
These two.
Kill. Turn up.
Roethlisberger to throw. He's got a man, complete.
Three down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Hey. We got three. Three down.
Kings. 44.
Pick the edge. Come.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Whirl. Set. Block 80.
Here's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Tight end's right.
Set. Block 5.
Check 50.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 37 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point now by Boswell. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Three down.
Jackson to throw, sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And a short gain down to about the 33. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And for Jackson, this may be a free play. He's going deep for Brown. This is intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to